Okay, wonderful. I guess we are live. So, hello everyone. Hello for this amazing live session. And today we'll be discussing all about hackathons and especially discussing about the tips to win hackathons. As you all know, there are a lot of hackathons that is going all across India in another colleges, and maybe you have participated in one or two hackathons, and if not, we recommend you to participate. And if yes, today we have our amazing guest Souradip and our another guest Danish would be joining in a couple of moments. Till then, we would love to have Souradip Pal with us. He's an AI engineer, a freelancer, ex-intern at ISRO, 4x hackathon winner, and SIH. Everyone SIH, Smart India Hackathon. Like there is a trend going nowadays about Smart India Hackathon and
Yes.
AWS Certified AI Practitioner and LFX Mentee 2025. And here we go. We have our another guest, Mohammed Danish, with us. Hello, Danish.
Hi, Manik. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're perfectly audible. So yes, I'm just giving the introduction of Danish. I guess there is some echo from your side.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, in the meantime, you're fixing. I would love to give your introduction. So, everyone, we have Mohammad Danish with us. He's joining us from Hyderabad, and Soradeep is joining us from West Bengal. Uh, so, Danish is lead at Algorand Blockchain Club at LIET, a campus lead at EVP, contributor at a Girl Script Summer of Code, organized 2x Hackathon. So, we do have an organizer here. So, today we'll be hearing the perspective on both the ends, like a hacker, that is Soradeep, and an organizer, that is Mohammad Danish, so that you have the overall idea like what is hackathon and how to win hackathons, right? He's also program manager at Codewave Hub and is active in Web3. So hello Danish. Now I guess the sounds issue would be fixed.
Yeah. Now is it okay?
Yeah, I guess it's
Yeah.
fine. So, starting with Danish, with you, like you've organized hackathons in the past. So, would you like to share in one line what is hackathon according to you? In one line.
Okay. So hackathon in one line, I must say, it's a really very great opportunity to upskill ourselves and network with the people and learn a lot from them.
Wonderful. And Saradeep, what's your perspective? One liner
Yeah,
for describing hackathon.
yeah, for me it's the same thing. I mean, it's a place where you can code with your friends for as long as 24 or 36 hours, or maybe even 48 hours, and you can just connect with a bunch of different folks and along with the judges, which I mean, which will give you some exposure that you can not have otherwise, right? That's what hackathon is.
Okay, wonderful. And as you participated, in how many hackathons you participated?
In more than 6 plus.
Okay, 6 plus. So, what was your experience of your first hackathon? Would you like to share?
Oh, yeah, it was actually terrible. Okay, we thought of building something and ended up building some Python voice assistant. Okay, it was like that. I mean, we explained to the judges in a overcomplicated way, and the judges also questioned us and we couldn't even answer the questions because we were not clear about our problem, our project also. That was, I mean, completely terrible, but we improved over time and we worked on our team, and then we gradually learned, I mean, in various hackathons, many new things. I mean, okay, and that's how we go on aside after participating in lots of hackathons.
Okay, so you won SAH as well.
Yeah, I have participated in that.
Okay, so would you like to share your experience of SAH and how anyone can win? Like currently SAH is going on, so any tips and advices that is rare to find. And with your experience, you wanted to share those crucial points, those secret tips with which anyone can win Smart India Hackathon.
Yeah, for me, actually, I participated in two times. I mean, I participated first in our second year, and that time we were not selected for the, I mean, finals. And in our third year, we got to know that we were selected. So it depends. I mean, first, the thing is, you have to build a good PPT. PPT, I mean, and the thing is, you have to build, I mean, your prototype solution, a video form of that. Okay, these two things are the major crucial part for getting selected over into the finals. Okay, for so for building the, I mean, the prototype and capturing the video solution, just show them as much as you can. If you have completed the full product, show them. They will be impressed. You have completed 70 to 90% of that. And the other thing I would say about the PPT, okay, focus on the architecture diagram. Create, add some, icons, relevant icons to the tech stack, and they actually just see over the, icons, and they understand. They try to understand the architecture. Actually, that lays a good impression on them. And regarding these
Okay.
two things, yeah, after that, after you get selected, there you have to grind. You have to talk to the mentors. And then after you get selected, the one advice I would like to give is that converse with the mentors much as possible. Okay, try to converse with them, try to communicate with them, try to, sync up what our solution is missing. Okay, the mentors is everything in the finals. That I would like to give that this advice I would like to give. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's really great. And it would be great if you can show us the winning PPT that get you selected by screen
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah, actually, you have. If you have told me, I would have prepared. Actually, I have to ask my friend actually for the PPT. Okay, maybe
Oh,
next time I will show it.
maybe in the meantime, if it's possible that you can bring till then, I go back to
Yeah, yeah.
Danish. Is
I'm
it okay?
asking her.
Cool. Okay, take your time. And in the meantime, Danish, we would love to know your advices and your tips and your perspective towards how one can win any hackathon. That you are the hackathon organizer, you have organized hackathons, you have reached out to mentors, you have reached out to sponsors, you have been on the backstage building everything. And any advice that you want to share to the hackers?
Yeah, sure. So the first and the foremost thing I want to tell is like you need to prepare well. Like before going to the hackathon, you need to find the best team of yours. Like you need to find it in your team. There must be a good coder and also a good designer. I must say, like for creating the PPTs, for creating the flow of the project and everything, and also a good bunch of techies who can deal with our with our project, and they can handle our like we should it is it is very patient, like it is really very cool if a team works completely fully towards the idea. Like if we distribute the work into the team, like different segments, like front end will be handled by these two persons, back end will be handled by other two persons, like creating a report, working on the project on for beginners. I must say, like there like I have seen with my eyes, like many of the hackers from my area like were new to GitHub, like they don't even know what GitHub is, and it is really okay. To get to know new technologies in hackathon is one of the best thing. Like that is the main and important thing. Like you need to be the curious one. You need to just keep your give you 100%, and you need to just find out the solutions. What next. You need to grind on these given time limit. And yeah, like I must say, within the time constant, we we will definitely do well by uh, gathering a good bunch of people who can work for us. And also the research regarding the project which we are going to implement, like is it really creating an impact, is it really creating an impact in the society, what are the effects of it, and how it actually solves the real world problem, and will it be really like in given time constant, will it can we make the minimum viable product to show the judges at the end of the day, by showing the like we need to keep all these points in mind before finalizing the idea or something. And these are few things I wanted to mention. And also
Okay.
the best and the most important thing is the pitch. You need to be ready with your pitch, and the pitch is the most important thing when the judges will hear from you. like, and also we will be there will be keeping the time limit of 1 minute or 2 minutes. So in the given time constant, you need to give your 100% to ace the hackathon. Like all you need to be crystal clear about your project. They might ask you how and what about how and what about your project. So you need to be thorough about that. So yeah, this was my point of
Okay,
view.
regarding yeah, Saurabh.
Yeah, I got the PPT. If you want, I could share it right now.
Yeah, we can have it on the like screen sharing option is just adjacent to the video tab. You can click on that and we can share it.
Give me a second.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Danish, you have covered about the pitch. So, according to you, what the best pitch should look like? How one can make the best pitch and prepare accordingly?
Yeah, sure. So, firstly, I must say, like, don't waste the time, like, by introducing your teammates' names and everything. Just go through your project name first. So, what actually the backstory of your project, how you have came through this project name, and how you thought about this project name, and then you should be explaining about your overview of your project, how basically it works, and what actually it consists of. So cover your overview, cover the backstory, and then uh, explain the best, what is the tech flow of your project, and then you need to you need to share what amount of work did by your team, like what you have did, how you have contributed to this project, and show the learning curve from yourself, like what actually, like nowadays we are seeing the vibe coding everywhere. So we are just giving the prompts and we are getting the full stack projects ready. But you need to show for like there will be judges from all the like they have plenty of knowledge about everything. So you need to show how you have been implemented it differently. You need to cover what extra you have done, what actually difference you have made in this thing. So there will be different hackathons with different time constants. So you need to keep your pitch ready according to your time constants and your project. So these are few tips from my side, I must say.
Wonderful, wonderful. And yeah, pitch is really important. And now coming back to Soradip, yeah, we would love to go through about the PPT, like not talking generally about majorly the idea. You can just touch the topic, but we would love to know what makes a PPT the best PPT that can get you selected in
Yeah.
SAH. Yeah,
Apart from that, I would like to highlight this portion. I mean, I guess this is the main part of the PPT, which actually impresses the reviewers. So this portion contains the, I mean, architectural diagram containing all the relevant tech stacks and its icons. All right, our team has included everything from starting with the explanation of the problem statement, how it works behind the scenes. And apart from that, I mean, this is the main thing. You can have this. I guess this is the main thing about the PPT. Okay, you should everyone should focus on. I mean,
and
there are things
one
that you can get it written by ChatGPT and everything, right? But this is the thing you have to manually sit and draw. I mean, understand the architecture and just draw them on screen, right? And embed it in the PPT. Yeah, Manik.
yeah, one thing I wanted to ask, there is a lot of text. So do you suggest to in the first slide, can you go back to the first slide? Like the first main title slide. Yeah, here, no, second one. Yeah, here we have a lot of text. So, do you suggest having a lot of text or have it in the form of like blocks? Maybe we can have made it on Canva, let's suppose, and we make it visually appealing. So that PPT would usually acceptable or not? Or what the government seeks is the PPT majorly focusing on the architecture diagram and not on the content, because here is a lot of text that we are able to see, because a lot of people told me that make the PPT visually appealing, diagram, and make less text. But as you're a SAH, so I would love to know your perspective as well, because everyone do have different perspective and different story.
For us, I mean, you have to keep a balance between the two. All right, focus on the visually part, on the architectural diagram. Okay, and you can add the information as much as possible in this slide in the idea title explaining. And if the government employees want to read about the project, they can definitely can read from this slide also. And I mean, I would emphasize put more effort in putting, I mean, creating the architectural diagram. That would be sufficient for them, right? I mean, they don't have the time to, I mean, check every slide. And if you want to add some visuals to the slide also, it's okay. Okay. I mean, actually, the visuals matter
Yeah.
before the information because they don't have lots of time. All right. They will just go
Okay.
through the PPT in less than, I mean, 5 minutes or 4 minutes and they just see is they visually attractive or not. That's what happens actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to ask one more thing regarding SAH. Like, the government just usually share problem statement, right? And a lot of students, a lot of teams across India tries to solve that problem. And how many submissions on your problem statement were done last year, if you may recall?
It was 70.
Okay, and how many get
Yeah.
selected?
Only from our college student, got selected.
Total out of 70.
Yeah, out of 75.
Okay, so what do you think? What unique have you done in solving that problem that gets you selected out of 70 people? Because most of the people have also submitted their PPT. They have also tried to solve the solution. So what sets you apart from this architecture diagram?
Yeah, it will be the video solution. I mean, we have put a lot of effort in building the prototype and adding over to the YouTube such that they can see over there. I guess that's it for our part. I mean, we have actually built the prototype solution in a great detail as for a prototype. I mean, they were, I guess, impressed. I don't know. We don't know what happened there. But I guess they actually look over the video solution and eliminated the team which don't have that. Actually, that happened. I mean, that happened that some teams don't I mean forget to submit the video solution or they just don't put that much effort in the video solution, right? That
Yeah.
happens and that's what actually puts an edge over other candidates.
So
That's
it must say
our
that
ending. Yeah.
PPT and video goes hand in hand, and video is also as much important as PPT. So, like how, like, can you tell us about the video, like how much long it should be, and if you can share the video, it would be great to all
Yeah.
the audience. It would really help.
Yeah, I'd actually again ask my friends to share it. Okay, we can move on to the next question. I'll be asking my friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the meantime, you can like share a message to your friends, and in the meantime, yeah, I would like to hear your perspective towards the hackathon pitch. What makes a pitch the best pitch that can get us, the winning team? Mm.
Yeah. So actually, like Muhammad Danish said, okay, don't focus on telling your names. All right. Just focus on, I mean, telling the what your problem is. I mean, what the problem statement challenges you, and what is the solution. Is just directly move on to the solution. All right. Show them what we have built. All right. They would be really impressed, and then you can just tell them that this was the problem statement and this solution, these features we have worked on, completed the solution as in par with the problem statement. I guess that works, really works. I mean, if you just emphasize that it was very challenging to work on that problem and we solved it. Okay, we have also solved it and add these features that was included in the problem statement. And they are getting, I mean, they will get, I mean, impressed by that only. All right.
Okay, wonderful. And regarding the video, so what do you suggest? Recording the video or like shooting it with camera, with proper camera, with, we are like performing and it's just or a screen recording, like how the prototype works, or like adding video editing, use software like DaVinci, CapCut, do heavy video editing. Here the video editing skills would also get some points. So like, what's your viewpoint?
Right. For our also, we actually created a basic without editing, much editing. We actually created a basic our prototype. We actually captured that, and we added our voice. Okay, add your voice. I mean, explaining what your solution does. Okay, what are the features that you have included in the prototype? I guess it works. And if you want to go extra, then you can just pick out your camera and just do filmography. If you want, I mean, that see at the last, it's all about recallability. All right. And if you can leave an impression on the reviewers, that would be your edge. I mean, if you can put out your photograph, I mean, camera, your editing softwares and do a lot of editing, show the efforts there, they can have the impression, right? That you have put some efforts in there. then you are capable. I mean, they will think, they might think, I don't know what is going on their mind. They might think that you might be able to pull off the solution as well. All right, it's
Yeah,
all
true.
about living the impressions there. I mean, they
Yeah,
only see your solution for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. All right, they don't have time because they have to see lots of solutions. Okay,
definitely. And
that
you
is,
have built
yeah,
video by screen recording.
yeah, by screen recording and adding our voices. That's
Okay,
it.
cool. And how the prototype works majorly.
Okay, so I have to explain the solution, right? Okay, so our problem statement was about, was about getting the satellite data. It was a ISTRO problem statement. All right, so there was a new kind of compressed format. Okay, so cloud optimized GOT, as you can see from the, from the PPT, it was written innovative applications on cloud optimized GOT. So we have to work on that optimized, data. So we have to create a web platform where we have to serve that optimized and that compressed. So we have to do a compression, with our own, efforts. All right. So the biggest challenge in solving the problem was there was no docs available over the internet. Actually, yeah, we just have to mail the inventors before even hackathon began. All right, before the finance began, we after we got selected, we know that we actually started building the solution. All right, majority was done after we know that we are selected. Yeah, let's work on that. And after that, it was very challenging to work on that compression. Image optimization part. We have to take out the raw satellite image and build our own pipeline. Okay, data compression pipeline, and that was a different, different, entirely different format. We never worked on that. And then there was a front end and there was a back end. We have to serve that, satellite data over to the over to the website, such that the scientists, the meteorologists over there can just perform band manipulation. Okay, physical manipulation, everything, band arithmetic calculations, statistical analysis. Meteorologists can perform every calculation they can imagine of. It was actually basic overview of our prototype, of our solution. All right.
Wonderful. And one more thing, in the meantime, you are messaging your friends about the video. I would like to ask Danish, is team is very important in hackathons. And let's suppose sometimes at the time of pressure, there is a lot of pressure when the deadline is near and the solution is not built. So the team member is started fighting. Okay, you haven't built, you are not doing this. I'm doing all the work, or you are sleeping, or why you didn't tell me, you don't know this, just learn, why are you sleeping, or why you are not collaborating. Like, it could happen, right? Because a lot of pressure is there. And but some of the teams are like really chill, like they have their vibe matched and they are working collaboratively seamlessly. But some of the teams is facing issues in collaboration, in working in sync. So now I want to hear your perspective, how to avoid these situations and can make harmony in the team so that they all can work collaboratively. All the front end guy, back end guy, designer guy, like the pitcher guy who wants to pitch, and yeah, to make it the best presentable team out there.
Yeah. So I would must say, for maintaining the equality between all the team members, like first, before starting the working on the project which we are building, we need to like plan like according to our skill sets. Like in our team, we need to list our skill sets. Like each member should need to know what actually a person can do. So how actually a person can contribute, so that we can assign the work accordingly, like not beyond the limits, not below the limits, but according to their like capability, we can assign. The team leader should assign the task according to that, by understanding the level of in like the capability of learning fast, and the capability of adapting the things faster, should be given certain tasks that can be which are must be above the level, which are about which are tougher to achieve, so that that person have knowledge to like go beyond the limits, uh, go deeper in the web, and understand the problem, and find the various solutions. Like we have plenty of tools in currently in this world, like we have plenty of AI tools, so that which can do our work. Just we need to put our efforts. We need to put our efforts on searching. We need to put our efforts on how actually it works. We need to know that. So by knowing that, well, like firstly, we need to know the skill sets of all the team members, then assign the tasks accordingly, like front end part, back end part, and the normal the one who participating in the hackathon the first time also is the beginner. He don't know any skills. The person should be given the things which can be handled by him, like such as making the PPT. The content should be provided by the team members only. Like the tech guy needs to provide the tech stack. The uh, the other one who handling with the backend should provide the techies what actually he is building. Build the collaboration, build the network with the team, collaborate with the team. But I'm like, don't go in this flow. Like, I know certain things, I know well, very well. Let them rest. I will handle this. Don't do this. But you need to collaborate with the team. You need to understand the capabilities of each team member over there, and then you need to assign the tasks, and you can like also you need to take the uh, progress from all the team members from certain time limits. You need to fix these short deadlines, like after this time I will come to you and ask how your work is going. So you need to
Yeah,
go to them. You need to ask how it's going. If you can help to them, like by providing the resources or something, so that they can continue their flow. So that's the main most
definitely.
important thing from my side. These are few
Lovely.
points I need to keep.
Yes, and coming to Soradeep, we would love to know like what makes a team a best team, like how they can work collaboratively, seamlessly, so that they can build the solution as what they've decided and can be a presentable team.
Yeah, so the main factor in building a team is that everyone should know something. Okay. I mean, it should be well balanced team. Not It's not like that only one person would do the job and others will just participate and would know nothing. Okay, just by I mean, choose not your friends, but the person that are capable in joining the team. Okay,
Yeah,
that I would like to say. And building the best team lies with that everyone should know some amount of, tech stacks. All right. For example, for example, team member A should know, for example, front end. Then a team member B can complement with back end, and C can complement with AI and machine learning stuffs. And they may be like expert in DevOps and building CI/CD pipelines. It can be, well balanced team. Maybe team member E is well versed with Web3 and stuff like that. All right, it should be well balanced and should not be focused on only one, tech stack. Like everyone in the team should, might know front end. Then it's not a good team, right? Then you will be building just a front end solution. There will be no back end. Okay, so focus on every, balance team. If you have, if you know some IoT guy, just add him or her to the team. It would be great. IoT solutions are actually well perceived in one hackathon, because when a judge just look over the solutions and then they get just the common solutions. Like bank, like a blood donation platform or farmers platform. Okay, they get bored of it. All right, and when they see some harder solution, they actually get some, thrill that something exciting is going on. Right. So it's all about impression, living impressions in the eyes of judges. All right, in any hackathon. Yeah.
wonderful. That is a major factor. Like that's why a lot of people who build hardware solution always gonna bag of places, either for second or third position in hackathon. Yeah, I have a friend. She's in IoT, and in whatever hackathon she goes, she come out as a winner, and she has a winning streak of 4 hackathons or 5 hackathons. I
Happens.
don't even know. That is like now that like she's building something related to neurology. You can connect your brain, and using your brain you can control the things. I don't know, it's out of my mind. Neuroscience and IoT, I don't know that, but it's really amazing to see how the things work actually at a physical level and connecting all the things together. Wonderful. So Soradip, I want to ask that in a hackathon we do have, like, suppose we have, first of all, how to decide a solution. like what problem statement and solution what we need to build. Secondly, suppose if we decided what we want to build, do we need to focus on building that solution and accordingly according to the solution choose the tech stack, or should we focus on the sponsors bounties or tracks, that how we can use this sponsor API maybe, or this sponsor tool, so that we can win the amount, or we can focus, okay, this is the idea, these are the tech stack that is most optimized and suitable, let's build that. Even if we don't win the bounty, we can make it a best startup, or at least we can solve this problem. Starting with how we can think about the idea.
All depends on your team's priorities. Okay. So you have to decide whether you are going to build a startup out of a hackathon. I mean, every project is eventually can be able to build into a startup. That's a different thing. But you have to decide whether you are going into a hackathon to win the track prize or win the main prize, or I mean, just not to win, to connect with everyone. You have to decide your priorities. All right. And after you have decided your priorities, then if you have chosen that I have to win this track, all right, I have to win this Gemini API track of MLH. After you have decided that, then go to that hackathon and just ask the, I mean, just disturb the MLH guy that there is and ask for a feedbacks repeatedly. Okay, what I am saying, because the track price actually is given by him or her, all right, that MLH fellow. Okay, if you disturb him or her, I mean, if you ask for feedback every time in a loop, you get the feedback that the impression that this banda is making something. All right, banda or bandi is making something. Or this is not wasting the time. So might be
Yeah,
capable of winning that. I mean, track prize. All right. Same goes with the main prize also. Okay, it's not any different. If you want to build, I mean, the main prize, then again the term comes in, nudge the judge or mentors there is. I mean, nudge the judge as much as possible. Ask for their feedbacks, the repetitive feedbacks. I mean, first you have to brainstorm, and for that you have asked a question: how to research? I mean, how to spend time, where to get the problems from. All right. The first thing is directly ask the judges or mentors. Okay. So we have thought of something that we are going to build. Is this a good idea to work on? Okay, if they are not supportive, that can happen that they are not going to support you in the beginning. It might happen, right? So they might support you after you come up with an idea. So how to find ideas at the first place? You can visit Reddit. Okay, just go over to Reddit, and there are over popular threads over Reddit that actually I mean gives you some legit problems. Okay, so visit those, I mean, Reddit threads. And the other thing you can do, ask Perplexity to I will do the research. Or there is a third option, that is Antler, like a big YC, I mean YC like investor firms actually release reports. All right, go through that reports. There is one actually video by Varun Maya. Okay, there is one section of, I mean, Antler. He has broken down the Antler AI report where there are various many startup ideas that actually were given by the big CEOs or founders that don't have the time to build upon. Okay, you can work on that, on those ideas. Okay, it's not a big challenge. Okay, after you have identified the idea, then you go to nudge the judges, the mentors there is. So we are thinking of building this and that like this way. Is this our way correct, or is this a good problem statement idea? Okay, it can be of two. I mean, they can take two approach. Is that they are very cooperative at the beginning, or they might not. I mean, suggest that is it is a good idea or bad idea. They just can leave you at some hints. Okay, identify those hints. Okay, from their expressions. It's all about reading the psychology of the judges. Well, you have to hackathons. You have to hack. I mean, the project along with the psychology of the judges, because they are going to judge your projects, right? That's the answer I would like. Yeah.
nice. That is
Yeah.
quite unique. Hacking. I haven't thought about this perspective. Why it's a hackathon? Because you need to hack the minds of our judges and mentors. And
Uh,
you shared the real example. You is that banda who just disturbed the mentors and judges and win that MLH hackathon Gemini track, right?
because I've been in that, I've been that bandar. I mean, I have been that bandar. All right, in the past.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was really amazing, and thanks, Sauradip, for sharing your personal experience in such an amazing manner. I guess I'll never gonna forget it my entire life. Now I'll be keep disturbing mentors and judges in my upcoming hackathons
Uh,
if I participate in any. Yeah, definitely I'll participate. And coming back to Danish, so how we can get the most out of a hackathon? I'm not talking. Okay, we build the projects, we want it. Apart from building and winning, how we can get the most out of it. If we are going to spend our so much time, if we are traveling, maybe going to another state, something like that. So
Exactly. So this is the best part of the hackathon, I must say. Like you need to find the you will find the best mentors over there. You will find the best uh, like you can say that your next partner with crime or partner with hack will be you can find over there. Like you are forming the team with your friends over there, right? But now you can network with the good techies over there. You can share your skill set with them. You can match the vibe with them, and you can share your perspective with them. You can you can take their connection. You can ask for the connections, and you can connect over LinkedIn, and you can this is the best part, I must say. Like you need to go to mentors and judges and everyone. Like you need to approach them, you need to share your ideology with them, what actually you are building, and how you can contribute to their thing. Like if a person like if a mentor is from such an like is he's from one of the firm, and you know that firm, and if you can contribute to that firm, just go and pitch that I can do this for you. You just need to put yourself over there. Like if I will be doing this for you, and I will like I don't need anything, I just need the experience. I want to work with you, I want to collaborate with you. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how our connections, how our network can build impact for others. Like we can share the we can find our next hacker, next fellow hacker with next fellow hacker, and also the best team for the next future hackathons. And there are many opportunities. Like we can find the best people in the overall the hackathon. Like there are people who are traveling from many kilometers, many of the like they are traveling from across the cities. So like it's not particularly restricted to the college or something. Like there you can find the best techies, cause like they will come for competing for the cash prize or something. Like you are getting the opportunity to meet some people like who are investing from themselves and getting over there. You just need to go to them and just need to network with them. That's the simplest task, I must say. You that and that's the best hack. And uh, and also the main and the most important thing for organizing hackathon two times, like for growing in this industry, because I love the energy over there, the networking opportunities over there, the tech career path development from myself and my team members, my college mates, everything. And
yes,
it is really very amazing opportunity. And you will
definitely.
find the thousands of people you can like by organizing hackathon. I
Indeed.
saw like many thousands of applications from my eyes, like what actually they are doing in the tech industry, by seeing their
Yeah.
projects, by seeing their resumes and everything. I just my mind was blown up, and like I was like, what am I doing in this world? Like I'm supposed to be there, not here.
Okay.
So
You would be there too
your
soon.
mind will be your mind will be blown up. So you just if you find the opportunity to organize hackathon, I must say you must need to give a try. You will learn a lot from this, and you will by hacking also you will be finding many things. So just these were my opinion.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
that would be amazing. And yes, Sora, the video, we can go through the video now.
So I'm playing the video. Is audio coming?
Once we load
No.
the map
Right.
Yeah.
and zoom
Yes.
onto
Yeah.
it, we can see buffering takes place.
So it was like
This
this.
happens because details are loaded tile by tile. There are multiple zoom levels. Once we zoom in, we hop on to the next level, thus causing more tiles to be loaded. These tiles are loaded from our custom API server. If we hop on to the inspect menu, we can see how they are loaded one by one. Once you zoom, more tiles are loaded, and once you zoom out, different set of tiles are loaded one by one from our server. Depending on which location you are loading in, depending on which location you are zooming in, new tiles are loaded. We apply different band arithmetic to add color filters onto our original grayscale data. This is done by providing new information to our API server and thus requesting new data output. There are various different types of color filters available for different uses. We can download the data as a raw file onto our local system for other activities we might want to use it in.
This was actually up till now. This was actually two or three features covered from the problem statement. Okay, roughly it's around 40 to 40, 50, 40% or 30% of the problem statement because the problem statement was very tough. All right.
Here we are viewing the file in different file types. We can upload a custom TIFF file for it to get converted to cloud optimized GeoTIFF files. We do it
We're doing like this. I mean, we're taking the raw file and creating, I mean, applying over the pipeline and just converting into the optimized version.
by using GDAL tool in our API server. As you can see in the terminal, it is being processed and the file has been converted. It is uploaded onto a bucket. If we go into the bucket, you can see the file is present there. Here is our file. It has already been converted. Now we can copy the link and paste it to see our new updated data. Serverless architecture is used to reduce load from our server so that when resources are not being used, they are not charged for.
Yeah, this was actually our prototype which we have built, which just included, I mean, mainly 4 or 5 features like the download, just the import. And the pipeline, data compression pipeline was also not completed. It was just showing one compression. Actually, there was other 70 or 60% left to be remaining. That actually was done at the time of hackathons with the guide of the mentors. I mean, without them, it was next to impossible. Okay, we have to just convert from the raw file, I mean, satellite data and actually align it perfectly with the earth, okay, earth's data, okay, where earth's actually shapefile. So it was like that, and it was very tough and they helped us and that's how we actually completed and presented us in the finals. Yeah.
And won the SIH. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, that was amazing. And now I can like visualize it. The best video would be no introduction, no names, just go with what your problem statement would do and just explain all the features one by one. That's it. No fancy thing. Keep it short to the point. And yeah, if judges would like it, you get shortlisted. And then afterwards, it's on you that how much you're making as per the mentors who are telling you to make. And I guess today, we had a lot of valuable discussions in which we have discussed about SIH, what's the best PPT, about what is a hackathon, how to win a hackathon, how to make a good team, how to make a collaborative team, what is the best pitch. And Souradip shared a very, very great tip. Just nudge the mentors, just hack the minds, be psychological and hack the minds into the judges, and you're gonna, win the hackathon. Souradip has win hackathon previously, MLH Gemini track to be precise. And who was the MLH fellow back then?
Okay, it was like, I mean, I don't remember the name. It is mentioned in the LinkedIn. If you give me 1 minute, I will just look over it.
Ritvi? Ritvi?
Rizvi was present in another hackathon, like
Okay.
in another part. Actually, I have met her. All right. So it was, I mean, it was a different guy. Okay, let me check. Just give me a second. Okay, meanwhile, you can, I mean, I can share you the final prototype and a final prototype that we presented to our judges. We have the video also. Can I show
Yeah,
the, I mean,
definitely. We would
we
love
actually
to.
captured the, yeah, we actually captured the video without any voiceover, just, I mean, to be included that project in our portfolios. That's why we actually captured it. Okay, I'm sharing it. Sharing,
Definitely.
and
Okay,
this
here it
was,
is.
this was our, it
Yeah.
does not content, don't, I mean, it does not have any voiceover. Right.
Okay, maybe you can tell us as the video proceeding about the project.
Yeah, yeah. So our project actually has, I mean, six features, as you can see. Okay, as you can read. So our main problem was to present that data over the web interface, and actually with proper, I mean, proper optimizations and proper filtering like this. I mean, building the complete pipeline so that it can be oriented from the raw data. All right, so we have to convert from one raw data to the oriented data. So that was our problem, and actually, I'll just when this was the, I mean, UI homepage, and actually got it. I'll just keep it. I mean, I will just be, yeah. So after, I mean, after you get click on get started, you have the option to choose. I mean, choose the data. Okay, there are various, I mean, many data available like the MIR, SWAR, TI1, TI3, thermal inference. Okay, water vapor WB stands for. It's actually different. I mean, there are various different data, and after you click on the data, along with after choosing that date, okay, the data gets loaded up. Okay, in that, and you will be redirected to the different screen. Okay, where the band arithmetic will happen. Okay, let me just, yeah. This is the screen where the band arithmetic, where the scientist can work on the data and perform band arithmetics. Okay, this is the shape file of Intel. This is the boundary file of Intel loaded and perfectly aligned. We have perfectly aligned the data this time with the help of the mentors and judges that were present there. Okay, I mean, before that, I mean, before the hackathon, we were actually trying and the data was slightly tilted. Okay, the shape file was slightly tilted and it was not coordinating with the shape file. That was the biggest challenge we faced. And after that, I mean, there are various informations. I will be covering the main thing. I mean, you can just, I mean, overlay another band. I mean, another band available, another type of data. Okay, over that, I mean, another type of map data over that. All right. So is that, I mean, if you combine with swear to tear to the temp, it will be like this. Okay. So those two color bands will be combined, and you will be seeing another color band. It will happen like that. All right. And there are various features like, I mean, you can change the base map. Okay, like this. I mean, there are various base maps available. Yeah, see, you can change the base map. He has shown changing the base map. All right. Um, so you can see available bands like this. Oh, you see, you have, there we have combined three. I mean, three bands, and it's looking like this. I mean, it's too green, like alien has attacked our Earth. Okay, it's different. I mean, too much global warming, maybe. Yes, I
Yeah.
give that. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
most of our project was actually around banding. I mean, that and the backend part. I mean, the processing part, which is not shown here, but it was very difficult. I'm again telling. So which was, I mean, it was more over our project. Okay, you can change the transparency. I mean, shift. I mean, everything, brightness, contrast, saturation for the, I mean, map data. Okay, it's actually changing for the raw data. Actually, this part is a raw satellite data that is given us, and we actually actually done our processing. Okay, we're using various tools, and then we have aligned perfectly with the Indian map, and then we can just use the tools to change the, I mean, saturation, everything that the meteorologist is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then eventually download the resulting data. I mean, yeah, just download the resultant data. Okay, after doing band manipulation. Yeah. So after working, actually, we asked the, I mean, SIH judges that were present. So we asked this question: is this a real problem over at ISRO? I mean, it's ISRO we are talking about. They might have, I mean, they are joking, right? I mean, they have given some problem. They actually solved it. So we just see we can do it or not. No, actually, it was not like that. We actually did our internship over at ISRO, and we actually worked on this problem only. Okay,
It is
added
actually it is an Excel problem.
Yeah, it's actually is an actual problem. The main problem is that they have made new type of data. Okay, cloud optimized GeoTip. Earlier they used a different type of data, but this new data is recently has been released recently, so they don't have this type of data over their web interface. That is the biggest problem. And the main advantage of this data is that it loads way faster than the previous unoptimized data. That's what
Yeah.
that is why they have given us a problem statement to work on that data. All right. So that's how I did, how we did actually. Regarding the question you have asked, I mean, who was present? Okay, in the Gemini API track, let me go over to
Yeah,
my
one more
LinkedIn.
thing I wanted to
Yeah.
ask. When you build the prototype, the whole solution, you need to pitch only to the judges in a single room, or like the judges will come, a lot of students are sitting there, you have to pitch, or there is a stage in front of all of the students you have to pitch.
There is a stage, but we don't have to go there. The judges will be there. Actually, the finance was in in a big hall room. Okay, in a big hall room in the ashram. Actually, it was beside is near ISRO ISRO campus. Okay, it was a very big hall room, and around 50 teams were sitting there. Why, you can
Yeah.
ask why 50 teams? Because ISRO conducts the SIH a bit different. In other project statement, what happens in one center, only 5 teams compete, right? It happens, right? But in SIH of ISRO, ISRO brings, every problem statement they have released and puts them under one roof, and they compete with each other. Okay, so in our hall, there are 10 problem statements, and for each problem statement, there are 5 teams, and you can do the maths. It's actually a total of 50 teams. We are just competing with other problem statements, and it was actually very competitive. So the judges in our final presentation, the judges, also the group director of SAC ISRO came and saw our, there are various, prestigious people of ISRO that came, and they were visiting, from bench to bench. Okay, there are various round tables there. They were visiting from round tables, one round table to another round table. That was how the
Okay.
final round happened. Yeah.
Okay. And
So,
for other statements in
yeah,
one campus, only 5 teams were there.
yeah. 5 teams. Actually,
Okay. And
total 50 teams
as
were
you
there.
are
Yeah.
LFS mentee too, right?
Yeah, LFX Menti. Yeah.
So any tips for a person who wants to crack LFX as an LFX mentee, or a bit about
Oh,
your
yeah.
project, in which project you are contributing?
Yeah, so it's actually a story. It's a long story. I will tell you it in short. Okay, so while I was doing my internship over at ISRO, so I was actually exploring open source and contributing. At first, I was contributing to, Meshery, because GSOC was crowded back then, and it is crowded back now also. And you can see, toxicated things happening for GSOC over LinkedIn. It's filled with
Yeah, yeah.
controversies and all. Yeah. So I thought, I don't want this out. I mean, it's oversaturated, and it might close in the next year or the next 2 years. I was actually talking with GSOC mentors, okay, over a call, and they were just telling that it might close off because of the toxicating things that are happening, and it can close off only to Indians only, because what we are doing over at, you have seen the news over at LinkedIn. So I thought, why not LFX? Why not try something different? So I browsed over at LFX Menti. The organizations that were listed. So I thought, I was not capable of, putting myself applying to paid organizations. So I filtered out to unpaid. There are two options. You can apply to paid one and unpaid one. So I thought, I'm not capable of paid. Why not try going to the unpaid ones? So there were two organizations. One was, at that time there were two organizations that were taking. Okay, all right. The one was Happy APIs. It was actually bit of new organization, and another was Meshery. Meshery, I guess now I remember, it might be paid. I don't know. So there were two organizations at that time. So it was very, end of the term of, I don't know, but there were two organizations that were accepting at that time. So I looked over the Meshery code, and I just started with Meshery at first. Okay, and I solved a PR and pull request, and parallelly, concurrently, I was actually, looking over that Hyper APIs. What is this? So what I did, I actually DM'd the mentors. Okay, DM'd the mentors. I told him every one of them. Yes, that was the first thing I did. And second thing, I wrote a blog around the organization, around what it is doing. It's actually, what should I say? It's actually an open source version of, closed source on Sony. Sony actually open source. It was an energy saving platform. Okay, it was a power grid management system. Okay, it's actually a
Yeah.
software that was managing the hardware. So it was built by Sony, and they actually open sourced it, in the form of hyper APIs. All right. So the in the organization took place like hyper APIs. There were a smart grid power management system, a software for that. All right. So what I did, I wrote a blog about it. I just mentored what I'm saying. I just cold DM the mentors that were available. Cold DM the mentors. Cold DM the LFX mentors. All right. And after that, after getting, reject, there was no response for 1 or 2 weeks. And after this, they saw my persistence and then just schedule a call with me. All right. So
So sorry, I
introduce
want to
what,
ask
etc. Yeah.
for what you have cold email to them to become a contributor at Hyper APIs.
Yeah. To
Okay, so
become a contributor.
okay, and what was
My,
your message? Cold DM message look like?
So hi, this is me, Souradip. Actually, I'm interested in this organization which is doing this. In your organization, which is doing this, can you tell me how I can even contribute to this? I didn't mention about LFX at first. Okay, so just they told that you can go over our GitHub and do so, and so I gone over their GitHub, and it was a bit complicated. So what I did, I just wrote a blog about them. Okay, so what it is doing, because there was a blog, about them. So I wrote it and just send it to the main mentor over there, the main founder of that organization, and that they saw it, and that was actually nice. I mean, you can be a contributor by the blog. I mean, you can. I mean, your blog is actually nice. I can give you a try by that. So they gave me a try. All right. But the fact that, yeah, so I became LFX, but the main problem with that organization, it was a very new organization, and they itself was, not organized properly. Actually, that was a bit flaw. So I got the tag, but in the real work was, a very bit little. So I actually solved one PR. That was the thing. I solved only one PR. Okay, I solved one PR. I did one PR only, and that I solved one issue. That was the thing. It was very, very unorganized, organized. Maybe in the future they improved on that. I would like to join them as well there. So it was, the whole journey. I know it sounds like a bit crazy over here. I did only one PR and my term was over like that, but it's how it is. Actually, it's better to tell the truth instead of just lying a bunch of stories, right?
Yeah. That's the best thing that we would love about you. And I guess in this, it's going to be 1 hour. And today we had a very wonderful discussion with Soradeep and
Yeah.
Mohammed Danish. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining and for listening. I hope you got to learn a lot of things. Thank you so much, Soradeep and Danish, for coming and for sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.